Hello guys, and welcome back to the NW Sportscast. Unfortunate result today on opening day. Obviously, we all wanted the Mariners to get the job done and get a win on opening day. Unfortunately, not able to make that happen, but there were definitely some positives in this game, so we're going to talk about all that and more right here on the NW Sportscast. Alright, so we're just going to jump right into it. Obviously, Luis Castillo did not pitch great. To be fair, it was only opening day. It was his first start of the season. I'm not really going to go too hard on him, but I do wish that, he could have pitched better. I think Castillo, overall, he is definitely our ace pitcher still. I know, but George Kirby is also our ace. We have two aces. Did he pitch well today? No. 5 innings. He allowed 4 runs, 2 walks, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts. And he allowed a home run off the bat of Rafael Devers. And then from there, the bullpen was actually pretty good. We only allowed 2 runs in the bullpen and, gave our offense a chance to come back. Unfortunately, just wasn't able to do that. The Red Sox got their runs off of the Rafael Devers home run. Then there was a couple of singles in there that scored some runs. And then Tyler O'Neill cracked a solo home run, which was incredibly, guys. Tyler O'Neill has homered in 5 straight opening days. That is a record. That is an MLB record. So that's pretty cool. Little tidbit there. And what's not cool is that he did it against us. But yeah, with that being said, for the Mariners, we scored our runs on 2 2-run home runs. The first was Mitch Haniger, and the second was Dylan Moore. And Mitch Haniger getting a home run is my first key positive of the day. I'm going to try to do this every game. I'm trying to be in a better mood this season, guys. I know it's crazy because I'm usually Mr. always being down about stuff. But no, I'm trying to be in a better mood this season. I'm going with 3 positives every single game. So my positives today, positive number 1, Mitch Haniger hit a 2-run home run. Obviously, we love to see that. By the way, Mitch with that home run, that's his 108th home run as a Mariner. Guess who he just surpassed? He surpassed Robinson Cano on the all-time leaderboard. He is now 11th place all-time for the Mariners. That's pretty cool. But yeah, Mitch Haniger hitting a home run is huge because it tells me that he might be able to carry his spring into April, and I would love that. Like, if we get Mitch Haniger going early in the season, get him hot right away, that's awesome. That would be so good for this team. So my second key positive, though, is going to be Jorge Polanco and Mitch Garver both got their first hits as a Seattle Mariner. Especially positive for Garver because he was 0 for 36 at T-Mobile Park before he got his first hit tonight. It was a double in the 8th inning. Didn't really do anything, but the fact that he got his first hit is huge because that's going to be such a big confidence booster for both of them going into the rest of this series and then going into the rest of their year here and hopefully their futures here. So yeah, that was definitely a really good sign. I love that. And then my third key positive is the bullpen, and particularly 2 players out of this bullpen. I thought that Cody Bolton pitched really well today. He went 2 innings. He did allow a solo home run to Tyler O'Neill. However, I'm not really going to blame him for that. I feel like it's kind of unfair, honestly, to blame him for that solo home run. But ultimately, 2 innings and just 1 hit allowed, which was the home run. I thought Cody Bolton looked really sharp today, and that's a good sign from a player who barely even made the roster. To see him pitching well is really fantastic. And also, I thought Austin Voth looked really good. Credit to him. He did put 2 guys on base, but with 1 out and 2 on, he worked out of a nice little jam, and he actually put together a pretty solid top of the 9th inning, despite putting some base runners on. I was very impressed with Austin Voth working out of the jam. We didn't really see any of the leverage relievers today because we weren't actually winning, so that makes a lot of sense. But we did see Taylor Saucedo. He didn't pitch as well. He struggled a little bit in his 1 inning, but hopefully he'll be able to bounce back as well. And one of the big storylines tonight was the Mariners' defense. Only 1 error. It was a throwing error from Josh Rojas. However, Luis Urias getting pegged for his bad defense, as well as the guy in the picture, Dominic Canzone. A lot of fans today not very happy with Dominic Canzone. Obviously, he didn't do anything offensively, and he really did kind of have one of the least effort plays that I've seen a Mariners outfielder make in a while. Kind of reminds you of Jesse Winker. I'm not really going to go too hard into Dom Canzone. You know what? It's the first game of the season. I'm sure he will learn from his mistakes. However, he earned that opening day start. He was so good in spring training, and to see him struggle tonight was unfortunate. And a lot of people who were very adamant that they thought he should have started over Luke Raley. Not that Luke Raley did anything either today. He was 0 for 1 and actually was the last at-bat of the game. And Kenley Jansen for the Red Sox recording the save. Mariners never held the lead, so of course the starting pitcher, Luis Castillo, he is going to be tagged with the L. And out of my predictions, none of them came true. I predicted that Cal would hit the first home run of the season. That didn't happen. I predicted Luis Castillo would go 6 innings and get the win. That didn't happen. And I also predicted that Jorge Polanco would get his first hit in the first inning, and that didn't happen either. So, yeah, I was 0 for 3. However, can you really blame me? Like, it's opening day, guys. Come on. So tomorrow, the Mariners, they will take on the Red Sox once again, and it will be George Kirby who's going to be on the mound tomorrow. I believe for the Red Sox, they'll be throwing Nick Pivetta. Nick Pivetta is obviously not even close to the level of a player that George Kirby is, so hopefully that will bode well for the Mariners. However, Castillo's better than Brian Bello too, and we didn't win today, so pitching matchups are obviously not everything. According to Scott Service, Luis Urias will be playing tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets the start, or maybe if Dylan Moore will get the start. Demo came off the bench today and hit that clutch 2-run home run that put the Mariners only 1 run behind back in the 7th inning. Dylan Moore, by the way, that home run, he surpassed Miguel Olivo and Dustin Ackley on the Mariners' all-time list. He's now tied for 45th all-time with 43 career home runs as a Seattle Mariner, as he is now in his 6th season with the Mariners. The Mariners' longest tenured player, Dylan Moore, off to a nice start this season. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets to start, if Luke Raley will start tomorrow over Canzone, and potentially if we are going to see some Luis Urias action. I can't imagine all 3 of them would start, because that would mean we would have to bench either Mitch Haniger or Ty France. Maybe we bench. Maybe that will happen. I don't know. We're still looking out as well for Ty France on maternity leave. But yeah, I guess we're gonna go. We're gonna give somebody Player of the Game honors today. So for me, I think it's only fitting that we give the Mariners Player of the Game today to Mitch Haniger. I think in his return to Seattle, he deserves it. Mitch Haniger, obviously with the 2-run home run, he actually went 2 for 3 today. Also put together a walk. So he homered, singled, 2 runs batted in. He scored, walked. Yeah, really good game for Mitch Haniger. I was very impressed with what I saw out of him. So Mitch Haniger, not Dylan Moore. Mitch Haniger is your Mariners Player of the Game for Game 1 here on March 28th. The standings update, not really that interesting. The Rangers won today, so they are currently leading the AL West with a record of 1-0. The Mariners are, of course, 0-1, and so are the A's, Astros, and Angels. So we are tied for second place in the division, and we are 1 game back of Texas. And then in the wild card race, again, not really that interesting, guys, but, right now, I believe the Mariners are, obviously they're not in a wild card spot. In the AL East, we saw the Yankees, Orioles, and Blue Jays all winning, so they're tied for first, but also for that wild card. And then actually in the Central, the Tigers, Twins, and Guardians all won as well today. That means the Mariners are tied for 5th place in the AL wildcard standings, and of course they are 1 game back of that as well. Not that it really matters, we're super early in the season. So yeah, guys, hopefully the Mariners will get back at it tomorrow and get that first win of the season. I think they will. Honestly, for this series, I'm just looking if they can split it. I would love for the Mariners to split this opening series 2-2. If they do lose 3 games in this opening series, that would be annoying, not the end of the world. And if they get swept, that's a bad sign. Of course, if they go out and win the next 3, that would be amazing. But I'm hoping really that we can just take 2 out of the next 3 and be an even 2-2 coming out of this first 4-game set against the Red Sox. With that being said, guys, that's all I have today for you. So let me know down below your comments on this game. Do you agree with my pick for Player of the Game? Do you agree with my 3 key positives? Any other positives that you guys have? Obviously, there's sometimes there's going to be more than 3, but I'm going to try to pick just 3 positives. And I'm really trying to not focus on the negative this season, guys. I'm trying to be a more positive sportscaster for you guys, but still being a reliable voice to the fans. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been the NW Sportscast postgame show of Opening Day Baseball. We'll be back with you tomorrow for more Mariners baseball. Not sure if we'll be doing a pregame or not, but we will certainly have a postgame. Game kicks off tomorrow at 6:05. And if you want to check out our other channel, go to Coast to Coast Sports, where I have my full MLB season predictions. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter at NW Sportscast 12. Check me out on Twitter at Levi Couve, and my co-host Drew. If you're wondering where has Drew been, he's been really sick lately. So send your prayers and thoughts over to him, because he really does wish he could be doing more with the podcast. I know it's been a lot of myself doing it lately. And that's because we've had to, because Drew has been sick, so hopefully he recovers, and maybe you'll be seeing him this weekend if we can do a long-form pod. And with all that out of the way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. We are 3 subscribers away from 600 subscribers. And hit the bell for notifications. Like the video if you liked it. And with that being said, as always, go Mariners, and we'll see you tomorrow.